Hello everyone, you're welcome to RHHF 2024 first podcast. It's a privilege to be here and it's a privilege to have you. With this year, we're going to be celebrating more of women and girls, even as we've done in the past. In light of the International Women's Day celebration for the year 2024, we'll be discussing inclusive leadership, paving the way for gender equality. And to do that with me, I have very august persons, and I'd like them to introduce themselves. Please introduce themselves.
Thank you. I'm Dr. Paving by name. Yeah, I'm honored to be here today. Thank you.
It's a privilege to have you, ma. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Ugoto Yolaronke, and I'm also honored to be here.
All right. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for always acceding our requests at RHHF. All right, so we'll be going straight to the point. What do we understand by inclusive leadership, especially in the context of gender equality and the topics that we've discussed in Nigeria? If you may, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you very much. I can say that it's creating a culture and an environment in which everyone feels loved, respected, appreciated, cherished, and empowered, irrespective of their gender identity. Thank you.
That's such a very succinct but beautiful definition where everybody feels respected and loved in the workplace. Ma'am, how would you say that we can create an environment where everybody feels loved and appreciated, all gender feels loved and appreciated, especially here at RHHF? What would you say we can do to have that environment?
Okay, I'll say, first of all, I will appreciate our CEO because he has already given us that yes, platform. Thank you. So, and I think if we leverage on that, we'll be all happy.
Yeah, I can actually contribute to that. RHHF is a place where you can show forth your skills, regardless of your gender, regardless of who you are, and you wouldn't be discriminated against at any point in time. That will take me to my next question, which is about having fair shots at promotions, regardless of gender. You know, every workplace is allowed to have timelines where you can grow in your levels of office. What do you think leaders in workplaces can do to promote fair shots of both gender at having promotions at all time? What can we add to what is already existing in our places of work?
Let's just imagine a garden now. When you look at the garden, you are the gardener. And inside a particular garden, we have different types of flowers. We have the hibiscus, we have the rose, among others. In their different shapes, there are different sizes, there are different colors in which they flourish and blossom every morning. Now the gardener happens to represent the leader of the organization, while the flowers represent the employees. And you know, as they all had equal opportunity to grow and to develop based on how the leader nurture them. Because when you have a garden of flower, definitely you nurture them, though they might grow at their different paces based on their experiences and their skills. But at the same time, the leader makes sure that he or she nurtures this garden, which are the flowers, the employees, to grow. Yeah, one of it is making them to go for trainings, both locally and international training, to be able to develop their skills and to have more experiences on how it is being done in other places, to make sure that the goal of the organization is achieved.
Okay, thank you so much, ma. Before I come to you, ma, because I'd like you to also speak about an example of, because you're an insider in RHHF, what are the examples that we've been allowed to have so that we can grow? I would like to speak about how in RHHF you can show forth your skills at every point in time. If you were in it, I had said it probably in one of our meetings before, that if you were in a separate department completely, I started out as a programs officer. Whatsoever you're interested in, you can shoot your shot at that and you'll still get chosen and still do excellently well in whatever department that you choose. So, ma'am, what do you think is an example of what has been done in RHHF that has allowed us to have equal opportunities between male and females in this
Okay,
country.
I'll give an example. We encourage us to check online for courses we can go for, and it doesn't limit us. You check by yourself and you bring it to me, and if it's okay, you approve it.
Let me just add
It
to
doesn't
that.
limit us.
Okay, thank you. Another thing is that the leader should make sure that he celebrates the achievement of the staff, because there will be some that will be extraordinarily good on the job, irrespective of their gender identity. I think celebrating the achievements should be part of what should be looked into, and also the pay should be based on merit, not based on gender. Thank you.
That is very, very important. I was reading somewhere where it said that there's gender biased pay. In some countries, they don't have women and men do not have the same pay. And I was saying I cannot relate to that as much as I want to talk about women's rights or men's rights being trampled upon. I can't relate to that here in Nigeria. Whether you are whatever gender you are, you get paid the exact once you enter the same day, you get paid. And that's a very, very beautiful idea. Thank you so much for your answers, ma'am. How can helping and guiding people help? Okay, for example, all know that we can't help it. Women still have a lower voice somehow. Maybe not here, but generally outside in Nigeria. How can we contribute to helping women have a better voice in the society?
Thank you very much. That can be done due to the fact that let me say if the leader now can encourage open communication in which there will be meetings, and it should be encouraged that both male and female must be able to at least share their mind with no fear of what will happen. And the leader must be able to at least look into every issue that is being raised and be able to look for solutions where necessary. So thank you very much.
Yeah, I like the fact that you came from inside within the organization, because once you start from your place of work, it eventually opens up outside. If you're built in your place of work, you'll be able to speak out for other women who are subjugated outside, and I think it's a very nice idea. Ma'am, how can we ensure that, she just mentioned ensuring that our promotions are based on skills of people and their experiences. How can we ensure that that is used in organizations like everywhere in our workplaces? How can we ensure that this is forcefully adhered to? Because it's a thing to say some things, it's another thing to. So how can we ensure that, your promotion is based on your skills and your experience, as opposed to, oh, I know this person or I know this person?
I think if they can make it a policy thing, it will really help.
Yeah, policies are very good. There's something called the enforcement of policies that have already been made. A lot of institutions and organizations have problems with enforcement of policies that they've made. If it is made in a policy, for example, in the RHHF policies, it's contained that you have like a neutral hold towards gender, a neutral approach towards gender, and your skills will show you. Nobody knows anybody here. You get promoted by your work.
I'm sorry, let me just add to it. Concerning the recruitment also, it should be looked into in the sense that anonymous how would I put it now? Should be anonymous advert should be rolled out. Irrespective of the gender identity, they should look at, okay, what are the experiences, what are the qualifications among others, so that at least it will open room for women and men at the same pace to at least work and to join the organization based on their experiences anyway. So, and the moment they come in, we should also look at sponsorship and mentorship for them, because coming with different experiences from a different background, they still need more training to help their expertise on the job.
That's a very good idea. Anonymous adverts, very, very important, so that you're not putting it out there that you're looking for men or putting it out there that you're looking for women. Everybody can apply, because I would like to say that most of the time we think that women are the most, how do I say the word now? Subjugate. I don't want to use the word. Yeah, your rights are most trampled upon.
Whereas we are multitasking.
And sometimes men even have rights that are being trampled upon. So we need to be very careful that while we're claiming equality between both genders, we're also looking towards equity and ensuring that both parties are adequately prepared for. Thank you so much. This is the last question that I have, and I would like you both to answer them respectfully. If we had an instance or probably gender inequality in a place of work, how would you say any of the genders can come out to talk about it without trampling on the organizational policies, trampling on persons' managerial positions or stuff like that? How can you say, what can you say is the best way possible to come out to talk about gender inequality where you perceive it against yourself or someone else?
Let me get the question before.
Right. If perhaps the person feels that there's gender inequality scenarios placed against them or happening against them, how would you say such person should speak up?
Thank you very much.
That's for men and women, either way.
Number one, it should be addressed. Number two, there should be this staff survey, staff anonymous survey should be conducted in the sense that that person will be able to relay his mind to the organization and definitely to be worked on, and there will be solution to that.
All right, ma'am. Any other suggestion?
I was actually going to talk about anonymous survey, but you can also give them this, like in meetings, allow them to talk, speak their mind.
Speaking freely is very important. It is also important to know that our independence is our greatest tool. Whether as men or as women, ensure that you're able to say your mind regardless of the circumstances and situations so that you protect your rights. Thank you very much, ma'am, for coming. It's a very, very great privilege to talk to you today. And I hope that when next RHHF calls you, you'll be able to come. Most of the time we have very fun topics, but I'm glad to be able to speak about this very pertinent issue in our community. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody for listening. My name is Abimbola Shion Onyeluyi. You can check RHHF out on our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and I'm sure you will not regret that you did. Have a wonderful, wonderful time. Thank you.